know that everything belongs to him, then why do we hold on to stuff? Why do we hold on to everything that it isn't holding to? Because see, I know this computer up here, this weapon up here, it'll have us thinking any and everything, but we can't get rid of it because we don't think that it's possible.
Yes.
But then you don't know what this word says about Y-O-U, or you're not trusting in the word. See, that's what happened in the garden. The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field what God had made, and he said unto the woman, yea, hath God said. See, that's the whole setup right there. Hath God said? Well, yeah, he did. But if you don't know it, well, wait a minute, did he? Fear and doubt. You have got to know. You have got to know beyond the shadow of a doubt for yourself. Study to show yourself approved what thus saith the Lord. So dare I ask, saints, what are you listening to? What are you dialed into? Who's got your time? Who's got your attention? Who's got your affection?
That's good.
Is it the magnificent Jesus? Or is it Xbox, Game Boy? I know I'm guilty. ESPN. Is it Netflix? What has your time? What has your affection? What has your attention? I know that each and every one of us in here, let me back up. I know that I could spend more time. I know that I could be better in God.
Amen.
But we don't let go because we just generally don't believe. Well, that worked for you. I know God can. No, I don't know that God. I know God will. I know he can. I know he will. Are you believing for your blessing or are you believing from your blessing?
Wow. That's good.
It's a difference. You believing for it or you believing from it? See, because if you believe for it and you don't believe it's happened yet, well, I know God can. I'm just waiting on by and by, but now I'm believing from my blessing. Because see, I know he already did it. Because when he hung on the cross and said it's paid in full, then you know what? It is finished. It is done. Now I just need to go ahead and get myself in order and just wait patiently for my time.
That's good.
Because he already did.
That's good.
That's magnificent. But see, that's God. I don't know if he's magnificent to you. I don't know if it resonates for you, but I call him the magnificent Jesus because real talk, we're all on loan. Some of us are just better stewards of the gifts than God has given than others. He's given each and every one of us in here 24 hours. He didn't give you 22 and you 23 and me 18. He gave each and every one of us 24 hours to do what he wants us to do. But the thing is, some of us are better with our time. What's that word? Time management? Well...
Help us.
Well, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to read our last text. And it's going to be verse 18. And it said, he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, Alpha and Omega, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things, not some things, but in all things, he might have the preeminence, the superiority to do what he wants to do because he's sovereign. You can't say, well, God, I don't want to do that. Let me get out the way. Okay? You go right on ahead. Say, okay, tell you bad enough to tell God what you don't want to do. He forms you. He put them lips of clay on your face. God can do whatever he wants to do, when he wants to do it, and how he wants to do it. The thing that we need to do is just align ourselves and say, yes, Lord. Just be a sheep. Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus. I got a mentor, and he said, smells like sheep in here. We have to say, yes, Lord. He is the head of the body. He is not the foot, he's not the arm or the leg, but he is the head. He reigns, he rules, he can do it how he wants to do it. But it's important that we know that Christ is the firstborn of the dead because in the beginning, Adam was the first man created. And Adam was given all authority and dominion over the earth. You can read that in Genesis 1:26. But Adam ruined the plan that God had for his by a simple act of disobedience. So now that we know that sin has entered the world, all have sinned and fall short of God's glory. Maybe at this point God is saying, you know what? Man, I wish I didn't even do this.
Yep.
Can't stand y'all. Just wish I hadn't done it. Oh, that might be a little bit harsh. Can't stand that, God.
Exactly.
Yep.
The thoughts of man will
Let me go back.
Yep.
Genesis 6, chapter 5, verse 5 through 17. And God saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repenteth the Lord that he made man on the earth. That word repenteth means sorry. So you could almost literally translate saying God was sorry that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping things, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them.
Wow.
Did we walk around here like, God don't like ugly? He ain't too fine and cute either. He can wipe us all out because he's not happy with any of us. But here's the good news. Look at verse 8. What does it say? But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Honey, that means James found grace. That means Laura found grace. That means David found grace. That means Dietrich found grace. Found grace. That means Tony found grace in God's eyes. It was, wait a minute, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that.
Okay.
See, God can change his mind. He can change his heart.
Yep.
Because of grace, God's riches at Christ's expense. But here's an interesting fact. Did you know legally that God himself, in all of his divinity, he couldn't come and reclaim back what is rightfully his? Because see, we could all cry foul when we get to heaven and say, well, wait a minute, hold on, no. You gave us this.